Good morning, Year 6, and welcome to Wednesday's maths lesson. So today we are going to be continuing to find percentages of amounts using those trickier percentages. So let's get our brains warmed up and let's use those percentages that we understand, that we know so far. So that's 50%, 1%, 10%, and 25%. So remember, to find 50%, we divide by 2. To find 1%, we divide by 100. To find 10%, we divide by 10. And to find 25%, we divide by 4. So pause this video here for me, please, and answer the following questions with the answers. Okay then, so you should have got these answers. So 50% of 140 is 70. 1% of 600 is 6. 10% of 430 is 43, 25% of 60 is 15, 10% of 55 is 5.5, and 25% of 80 is 20. So let's move on to these trickier percentages then. So it says on the board, to find 5% of a number, you need to divide by 10 and then divide by 2. So we know if we divide by 10, we are finding 10%. And then we know that 5% is half 10%. Okay, so what we are going to do then, we are going to use this method to work it out. So 5% of 160. So we are going to divide by 10. So we're going to do 160 divide by 10. I can see a 0 on 160, so I can cancel out that. That would be 16. And then I'm going to do 16 divided by 2. So when we divide by 2, we find a half, remember? So half of 16 is 8. So 5% of 160 equals 8. Let's go on to the next one then. So 10% of 280 equals 28. So we've divided that by 10. So then we need to divide by 2. So then 28 divided by 2. So we're halving 28. The answer is 14. Last one then. This is a bit tricky. So I need to convert my meters into centimeters. So I know that there are 100 centimetres in 1 metre. So this here would equal 160 centimetres, okay? So I need to do 160 divided by 10, which equals 16. I then need to do 16 divided by 2, which equals 8. So my answer is 8 centimetres. Okay then, superstars, that's how you find out 5%. Divide by 10 and then divide by 2. So let's have a look at these ones then. We have got 65% of 30 metres. So I would work out 10%. So we do 30 divided by 10, which equals 3. Then I'm going to do 3 times 6. Because I need 60%. 3 times 6 is 18. Now I found out 10% of 30, which is 3. I need to find 5%, so I need to do 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5. I then need to add 18, add 1.5 together, which gives me 19.5 metres. Okay, so this next one here is 35%. So again, work out 10%. So 170 divided by 10 equals 17. I need 3 lots of 10 to give me 30. So I need to do 17 times 3, which gives me 51. I now need to find out what 17 divided by 2 is. So I know if I go my 2 times table, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 is 8.5 would make it half of 17. I then need to do 51 add 8.5, which will give me 59.5. 59.5 grams. Okay then, so finally this one here. So if I work out what 10% is, 10% is £5. I then need to half of £5, half of £5, which is £2.50. So 5% equals £2.50. Add those two numbers together, gives me £7.50. Okay, always remember to find out the percentage that you know, and then you need to multiply by however percentage to make it, or half it to make a 5%. Okay then, so your work today is all on the website, and it is all separate into bronze questions, silver questions, and gold questions. Okay, once you have answered those questions, come back and we are going to go on to problem solving and reasoning. Okay then, so let's have a read here. 4 children in class were asked to find 20% of a number. This is what they did. I divided by 5 because 20% is the same as 1/5. I found 10% by dividing by 10, then I multiplied my answer by 2. I found 1% by dividing by 100, then I multiplied my answer by 20. I did 10% add 10%. So if we're finding 20%, so let's see, I divided by 5 because 20% is the same as 1/5. That is correct, because 20% is the same as 20 hundredths, which if we simplify that, we divide, that equals 1/5. Okay, that is the same. Okay, so he's correct. He could have done that. I found 10% by dividing 10, then I multiply my answer by 2. That is also correct, because if you divide by 10 and then multiply by 2, that's going to give you 20%. Next one then. I found 1% by dividing by 100, then I multiply my answer by 20. She is also correct. And then Essin, I did 10% add 10%, and that is also correct. Which method is acceptable? So all methods are acceptable because 4 add up to 20%. Okay. The method that I would personally choose would be Rose's method. However, any one of those methods are absolutely fine. Okay then, so how many ways can you find 45% of 60? So I could find 10%, and then I could multiply that by 4 to give me 40%. I could then find 5%, and then add that to my 40%. Okay, I could find 50%. I could then find 5% and take that away from each other. There are lots and lots of different ways, okay? I could do what Leanna did here. I could divide by 100 and then multiply by 45. I could find 20%, then 20%, then 5%. However many ways there are lots. So you need to choose which best way is for you. Okay then, so very similar with your work from your maths work so far. Your problem solving and reasoning work is also on the website, all split up into bronze, silver and gold. Remember to upload your picture to your dojo and send in your work straight away.